What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming to an entrepreneur video on my second channel where I try to help you grow your side hustle, your home business. And in today's video, I'm answering a question I get asked a lot: when should I raise my prices? So let's get started. One thing I want to say is, in every business, you have to raise your prices so you could make profit. That's one thing that took me a long time to really learn how to make a profit. So my first advice is be good at what you do, and to be good at what you do, you need experience. How do you get experience? Work with as many people as possible. Let's say you have a detailing business. Help your family and say, hey, can I detail your cars? Let's say you're making shirts. Hey, can I make you some free shirts so I could take pictures and post on my social media? Not only do you need experience, you need marketing material. That's another thing. People need to see your work. And that could be pictures, videos, and that could be on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever platform you want to do. But the point is, get experience and make sure people are seeing your work. And if you just started, you might not be able to charge a lot. But as you get more experience, you'll be able to raise your prices. But when's the right time to raise your prices for the first time? When you are producing quality work, decent work. It doesn't gotta be the most professional. But hey, are you doing the right job? For example, detailing. Are you doing an okay job? Clean the inside, clean the outside. Do you know a little bit about the chemicals you're using? Then raise your prices a little bit. Just a little bit. So for example, let's say you were doing it for free for friends and family, and then you went to $20. All right, not bad, and you're gonna get a lot of customers. But once you realize a lot of people are coming for those $20 services, then raise your prices to $30 or $40. And here's the thing. Every time you raise your prices, you are gonna lose customers. But those customers that only wanted you for the cheap prices, you don't want those type of customers, because first of all, they're not loyal. Once they find somebody cheaper, they're gonna go to them instead of you. And also, they're super picky. One thing I noticed is the customers that want to pay the least want the most. And that's something you're gonna learn, and you're just gonna have to be okay with. So go from $20 to $40 a car. And now, when you make that price jump, you need to make sure you're providing quality work. Are you? Are you wowing your customers? Are they giving you reviews? That's another important thing. If you want to raise your prices, make sure you have testimonials and reviews. Hopefully 5-star reviews. And then once you raise your prices, you're providing quality work. Go see what your competition, air quotes, because you could be homies with your competition, believe it or not. But anyways, that's another video. Go see what they're charging. Compare your packages. Compare your services. And whatever they're charging, maybe charge a little bit less. Like I know detailers, like established detailers, they charge between $75 to $100 just for a basic detail inside and out. You charging $40. If you feel you're providing the same or better quality work, then boom, get up there. But to get up there, like I said, you need your reviews, you need your testimonials, you need your experience, you need to be wowing customers. Because, for example, detailers, one of the ways they get business is word of mouth. So you need to make sure you're wowing your customers so they could tell other people about it. So if you're telling yourself, man, I can't handle this work, raise your prices. And once again, yes, you're gonna lose customers, but the customers you do have, hopefully they value your work, they value your customer service, and they're willing to stick around. And you're gonna work less but make the same amount of money in profit. Now, as you keep raising your prices, one thing you have to figure out is you need to stand out from the competition. You need to make yourself different, offer something more, bring more value to your customers. What is that? I don't know, but focus on your strength. Are you good at talking to people? Focus on your customer service. Be the best customer service ever. Are you great at detailing? Make sure the details are flawless. Are you good at marketing? The point is, figure out your strength and go with that. Now, let me give you an example. One of my YouTube clients, someone I make YouTube content for, that's my business, by the way, my side business. Hit me up if you want to grow on YouTube. Is Hunter's Mobile Detailing. His starting price for a basic in and out is $150. And you might be saying, Reyes, that's too much. I can't charge that. And he thought the same thing. I remember when he was charging $75 for a detail. But the reason why he needed to raise the price is because he had too many customers and he was working every day, all day, from 6 in the morning to 7, 8 at night. And I even told him, wait, you gotta raise your prices. And you have to raise your prices when the customers are saying, first of all, hey bro, you're charging too little. And secondly, they're tipping you. He was charging $75 and he will get $50, $100 tip. And that's a great sign that says, hey, you have to raise your prices. So that's another way you have to raise your prices. If the customers are even telling you have to raise your prices. Let me give you an example. Believe it or not, I manage YouTube channels. And what I do is I think of the ideas, I go record you, I produce, my team edits the content, post it, thumbnails, the whole works to get you monetized. I've monetized about a dozen YouTubers from zero, and I was charging $3,000. To some people, that's a lot of money, and I thought so too. I'm like, man, not everybody's gonna afford $3,000. And then I got a client, and they're like, Reyes, let me tell you, I'm gonna pay you your $3,000, but you're charging too little for what you do. And I'm like, what? And I thought to myself, all right, next client, I'm gonna charge $4,000. And look at that, next customer right there. Boom, $4,000. Next customer, I'm gonna charge $5,000. And let's see. But the point is, if you have people telling you that you're charging too little, or they're tipping you, or they're telling you, man, I would have paid more for this, raise your prices and don't be afraid. That's another thing you have to do. Build your confidence. Like what I do for my YouTube clients, I'm confident. First of all, nobody else is gonna do that. And secondly, I know I offer something so valuable to the right client. That's another thing you need to figure out. Who is your client? Because you're right, not everybody's gonna pay $3,000. But I know my client, and my clients are full-time entrepreneurs that have a couple employees. That's one thing. If it's somebody who does it part-time or as a hobby by themselves, they're not my client. But if someone hits me up, they have a company, like an LLC type, they have employees, they do this full-time, and they want to grow their business. That's another thing. They need to want to grow their business. Oh, and another thing, they need to believe on YouTube. They need to believe that YouTube is gonna open so many doors, and it does, but they need to believe it. They can't come and be like, I just want to try it out. Or if they do want to try it out, fine, but they can't be like, oh, I'm gonna post one video, it's gonna go viral, I'm gonna make $1 million in sales. That's the wrong mentality. But you see how I figured out my client. That's what you have to do. Go figure out your client, see how much they're willing to spend for your service, your product, and raise your prices. But there you guys go. Hopefully this video brought you some value, and if it did, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.